our topic Article 16 of Indian Constitution, like fundamental right, Article 16 of Indian Constitution, equality of opportunity in matters of public employment. Okay, let's start the topic. Article 16 explains equality of opportunity in matters of public employment. It is coming under fundamental right of Constitution of India. Article 16(1), clause 1, it explains there shall be equality of opportunity for all citizens in matters relating to employment or appointment in any office under the state. So, in a state, all the citizens will get equality of opportunity in matters of employment or appointment in any office under the state. Okay, so everybody, all the citizens of the state will get equal opportunity in case of employment or appointment in any office. And second one is, no citizen shall on the ground only of religion, race, caste, sex, descent, place of birth, residence or any of them be ineligible for or discriminated against in respect of any employment or office under the state. So no citizen shall be discriminated against in respect of any employment or office in a state in the ground of religion, race, caste, sex, descent, place of birth, residence. Nobody will be discriminated in a state in any employment in a office. Okay, so these citizens will be, this should not be discriminated against in respect of employment in any office. Religion, race, caste, sex, descent, place of birth, residence, any of them, that should not be, they should not be discriminated in case of appointment employment in a office under a state. In a case of C.B. Muthamma versus State Union of India, 1979, Supreme Court, 1868. In this case, Rule 18(2) of the Indian Foreign Service, Conduct and Discipline Rule 1961, and Rule 18 of the Indian Foreign Services Rule. 1961 former rule required a woman member of the IFS to obtain permission of the government to writing before the marriage of concerned woman officer solemnized. Not only this, government was given arbitrary power to direct her to resign if the government was satisfied that her domestic commitment might be hurdle in official duty. So before marriage, they have to write to the government that they are going to marry and they are like rejecting from the office because their domestic commitment might be disturbed in the official duty, so they are rejecting or they are resigned from the office. But this might, both the rules were invalidated by the court. Now this is invalidated by the court because this is a arbitrary and not based on the reasonable discrimination. This is not a reasonable discrimination, this is a arbitrary one. So court overruled that this is a arbitrary one, this is not based on the reasonable discrimination, because after marriage one cannot be discriminated or resign from the official duty. Now second one is Air India versus Nargis Mirza Air, 1981, Supreme Court, 1947. And third clause 16 clause 3. Nothing in this article shall prevent Parliament from making any law prescribing in regard to a class or classes of employment or appointment to an office under the government of or any local or other authority within state or union territory, any requirement as to residence within that state or union territory prior to such employment or appointment. So nothing in this Parliament cannot prevent to make or prescribe to a class or classes of employment or appointment to an office under the government or local authority or state or union territory requirement as to residence within that state or union territory prior to such employment or appointment. So Parliament cannot prevent or cannot make any law against that. Now clause 4, nothing in this article shall prevent the state from making any provision for the reservation of appointment or post in favor of any backward class of citizens which in the opinion of the state is not adequately represented in the service under the state. So article nothing will prevent the state from making any provision. If state making any provision for reservation or appointment for the backward classes, so no one will prevent that role. Okay, Nothing in this article shall prevent the state from making any provision. No one can prevent the state to make some provision which will be improvement for the backward classes and for their reservation or appointment in any post in any office in a state. So article 4 clause 1a 4a clause 4a, nothing in this article shall prevent the state from making any provision for reservation matter of promotion. In case of promotion also, no one will be prevent for the forward of the backward classes in any office or in any promotion for the reservation. No one will be prevent state from making any provision. State can make the provision for the improvement or promotion of the backward classes. In clause 4b, nothing in this article shall prevent the state from considering any unfilled vacancies of a year which are reserved for being filled up in that year in accordance with any provision for reservation made under clause 4. Suppose there is a some of the person is fixed for reservation for the backward classes. So if that is unfilled, so next year that will be added in the reservation classes. That will not be reduce the reservation. Whatever this year it is not filled up, next year it will be the reservation will be added that much there. It will not be reduced for the advancement or improvement of the backward classes of peoples. This is the rule of carry forward. Okay, this is the rule of carry forward for the reservation of the backward classes of people. Now case law is 1 Devdasan versus Union of India AR 1964 Supreme Court 179. In this case the rule of carry forward came for the consideration of the Apex Court. This rule was framed by the central government for regulating the appointment of persons belonging to backward classes in public services. So here public services there is a appointment of backward classes of people. In the year 1950 government indicated its intention to reserve 12.5% and 5% of total available vacancies in a year for Supreme Court for scheduled case and scheduled tribe. So 12.5% and 5%, 12.5% for scheduled case and 5% for the scheduled tribe for the reservation. It was further provided in 1952 that if any particular year the number of the suitable candidates are available prove less than the number of reserved posts, the post which remain vacant shall be treated as unreserved. So if that seat is not filled up, if that reservation posts are not filled up, if it is not reserved, unreserved seats, in the next year reservation available to this candidate shall be enhanced by the number of seats. 1 minute. This candidate shall be enhanced by the number of seats which became unreserved because of the lack of suitable candidates. If there is no suitable candidates filled up from that year, so that will be increased in the next year. That reservation post will be increased in the next year. So this is the carry forward rules for the backward peoples. Second one is Indra Zawani versus Union of India 1992 Supreme Court 217. This case is known as Mandal Commission. Okay, the Indra Zawani versus Union of India, this case is known as the Mandal Commission. In this case Devdasan has been overruled. Devdasan, they provided the reservation 12.5% for scheduled case and 5% for the scheduled tribes. Here what happened, it is overruled, and that carry forward rule is valid so long as the actual reservation in a particular year does not exceed 50% of the vacancies. So it will be, the reservation should be 50%, that should not be exceed 50%. It should be only 50%, it should not be exceed 50% of the vacancies. In this case, meaning and identification of backward class of citizens came to be considered by a special 9-judge constitution bench. Here 9-judge constitution bench, they decided the case. 2 memorandum issued by the government in India were challenged. They decided the 2 memorandum. In the first memorandum, it was selected, and next one, the second memorandum, it was rejected. And the first memorandum, which was issued by the BP Singh Ministry, reserved 27% of seats for socially and educationally backward classes. So first memorandum, they mentioned 27% seats of social and educational backward classes of people for reservation. So it was issued by the The other memorandum which was issued by Narasimha Rao government introduced the economic criterion which provided 27% reservation for socially and educational backward classes and 10% reservation in favor of poorer section belonging to higher classes. So in a next memorandum they fixed 27% of reservation for social and educational backward classes people and 10% reservation for poorer section of higher classes of people, but that was rejected. The second memorandum was rejected, but the first memorandum it was selected because there it is mentioned 27% of seats for only socially and educational backward classes of people, and that is this is the case of Mandal Commission. It's a very important case. It is coming under exam. Now class 5. Nothing in this article shall affect the operation of any law which provides that the incumbent of an office in connection with the affairs of any religious or denominational institution. So, nothing in this article shall affect the operation of any law. Any law which provides the incumbent of roles and responsibility of the office in connection with affairs of any religion or denominational institution. So, no one will prevent that rule. Nothing in this article will affect the operation of any law. No law will prevent this law that they provide the incumbent of an office in connection with the affairs of any religious or denominational institutions for the role and responsibility of any office in connection with the affairs or any religious or denominational institutions. So this is over. This is Article 16, specially mentioned for the equality of opportunity in matters of employment, in public employment. So this is over. If you really like my video, please share it to your friends and please do comment and like it. Thanks for watching.